In the murky waters of a dam in the Free State, two decomposing bodies were found, chained down with sandbags, submerged to erase their existence. One of them was believed to be Peter Jaggers, a Cape Town gang boss with alleged ties to international cocaine cartels, a man whose ambition may have cost him his life. This is the story of betrayal, billions in stolen cocaine, and a 50 million rand ransom that was never paid. Welcome to the dark tale of Peter Jaggers and the price of crossing a cartel. Peter Jaggers grew up in Netreg, one of Cape Town's poorest and most volatile gang neighborhoods. Raised in the shadow of the Cape Flats gang wars, he was no stranger to violence, poverty, and the allure of fast money. Little is officially known about Jaggers' early childhood. But what's clear is this: by his early 20s, he had already positioned himself as a power player, not through loud moves, but through calculated relationships. In Netreg, loyalty is currency, and Jaggers knew how to buy it. He wasn't just another street-level gangster, he was a facilitator. The man who made shipments move, money disappear, and rivals fold without pulling a trigger. He built a network of influence that reached from the Cape Flats to Gauteng. But somewhere along the way, that network got him noticed by someone much bigger. It was in early 2024 when Jaggers' name surfaced around one of the most mysterious drug smuggling operations in recent South African memory. A vessel called the Berta Fishing Experience went missing at sea. On board, 6 men, allegedly, on a fishing trip. But the official version didn't hold water. Hours later, they reappeared, claiming they had run out of fuel, but investigators weren't buying it. Cape Town Mako member J.P. Smith revealed the boat had no fishing permits and was allegedly part of a drug pickup operation. According to sources, the boat was meant to collect a massive cocaine shipment off the southern route, an ocean corridor, where barrels of drugs are dropped from passing ships, their GPS location sent to land-based gangs. This route has become a key drug highway for transnational cartels, moving tons of cocaine from Colombia across the Atlantic into southern Africa. The cartel suspected in Jaggers' case is believed to originate from Colombia's Pacific coast, where remnants of groups like the Gulf Clan and former FARC narco factions operate vast smuggling empires. These syndicates are notoriously violent, known for their zero-tolerance approach to betrayal, theft, or deception. The Gulf Clan, or Clan del Golfo, is Colombia's most powerful drug trafficking group. Formed from the remnants of paramilitary death squads, the clan controls export routes, corrupts law enforcement, and uses violence to eliminate threats. It is known for deploying armed jungle militias, sophisticated logistics, and deep connections with Mexican cartels, who redistribute their cocaine globally. The FARC dissidents, on the other hand, are former guerrilla fighters who refused to disarm after the 2016 peace accord. They now operate as narco armies, controlling coca plantations, cocaine labs, and trafficking corridors. These factions are brutal, militarized, and driven purely by profit, no longer political. Together, these networks have extended their reach into Africa, where corruption, weak port security, and powerful local gangs make South Africa a critical access point into Europe and Asia. South African ports, especially around Cape Town and Durban, have become strategic drop-off zones. Once the drugs arrive, local gangs like the 28s, Terrible Josters, Sexy Boys, and Americans provide enforcement, storage, and distribution. These gangs don't just move drugs, they offer protection, intimidation, and execution, and they're paid handsomely in cash, weapons, and territory. In this arrangement, gangsters like Peter Jaggers weren't small players. They were essential links in a billion-rand criminal ecosystem. Jaggers, insiders say, was the key link in this operation, but something went wrong. He allegedly kept the cocaine for himself, then claimed the boat had sunk. It was a bold move. But in cartel politics, boldness without permission is suicide. On June 30th, Jaggers flew from Cape Town International Airport to Johannesburg. He was scheduled to attend a meeting with a business associate near Emperor's Palace, a luxury casino resort east of the city. But by July 3rd, he had vanished. His wife filed a missing persons report at Bishop Lavis Police Station on July 5th. Then came the voice note. A chilling message was delivered to his family. A 50 million rand ransom was demanded. The sender? Allegedly a Colombian cartel cell operating in South Africa. Police refused to comment. The Hawks acknowledged the case but quickly went dark, citing the sensitivity of the investigation. Rumors spread quickly. Jaggers had stolen 1 billion rand worth of cocaine, and now he was being made an example. Weeks later, a horrific discovery was made in a dam in the Free State. 2 bodies, submerged, tied down with sandbags and chains. The level of decomposition suggested they had been there for some time. One of them matched the description of Peter Jaggers. The second man was rumored to be William Peterson, another alleged gangster and reputed leader of the Terrible Josters, a fearsome gang linked to the 28s. Police never confirmed Peterson's identity, but multiple sources indicated he was the second victim. The method of execution had cartel signature written all over it. William Peterson was no foot soldier. Linked to both the Terrible Josters and the feared 28s gang, Peterson's influence spanned across the Western Cape and into prison networks. He was believed to be connected to the same failed cocaine shipment and may have also double-crossed the cartel. Some say Peterson was the one who introduced Jaggers to the Colombian connection. If true, his fate may have been sealed the moment Jaggers kept the drugs. In gangland, betrayal is punished collectively. News of Jaggers' death sent shockwaves through Cape Town. Social media lit up with tributes, especially from friends and fellow gangsters. A man known only as Mr. Zulu from the KKA FAM agency posted, "My brother, my friend. Until we meet again. Fly high." But not everyone mourned. Some called out the glorification of gangsters, warning that his life was a cautionary tale, not a legend to celebrate. The truth? Jaggers' story is both. A boy from Netreg, who rose through underworld ranks, built empires in the shadows, and tried to steal from the wrong devil. He paid the price with his life. Peter Jaggers thought he could outplay the cartel, but in the end, the chains around his body weren't just physical. They were symbolic of a life locked into violence, betrayal, and greed. And for those who walk this path, there are only 2 endings: prison or the bottom of a dam.